تهیه و تنظیم در استودیو بیزرایز.
You want to make your first million, but let me take a guess of what your day looks like. You wake up, you grab your phone, you open TikTok and start scrolling for 30 minutes before you convince yourself to go downstairs. You then spend 20 minutes deciding and preparing what you want to eat for breakfast. You then sit at your desk and proceed to spend the next 3 hours watching self-help podcasts, thinking that maybe if you just watch one more, that maybe you'll finally be successful. That is absolute bullshit. Or maybe you're one of those self-help junkies that's a step above. So you wake up at 6 a.m. and you start your 15-step morning routine that lasts 4 hours. And by the end of it, you're so tired that you need a nap. Ladies and gentlemen, both of these are totally wrong. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the 7 productivity hacks you need to make your first $1 million. Now, I want you to know that I'm coming up on my 10th year as an entrepreneur. So I have tried everything, whatever routine, morning routine, all this BS, supplement, biohacking, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've tried it all. So I can genuinely from the bottom of my heart tell you what works and what doesn't work. Now, the first productivity hack is something that I publicly talked about in 2021 when I uploaded a free module from one of my paid programs back then. But I've actually been using this tool for many, many years. And the tool is called Unhooked. Now, here's the thing. YouTube is entertainment. It is not education, and you need to view it that way. Because in life, you get ahead by applying, not learning. Listen, it is incredibly, incredibly important to learn. Learn as much as you can, but it's far more important to apply that information. Even my videos, I want you to view my videos. When you watch one of my videos, I don't want you to go away and think, oh, I accomplished something. Look at me, I'm so happy with myself. I want you to view my videos as an interesting viewpoint, an interesting perspective from someone who has walked the path very publicly. I've been documenting everything for 8 years now on YouTube that has walked the path that you want to walk. But none of it will have any effect whatsoever unless you apply it. Now, the thing is, YouTube is a very, very smart platform, and it can be a very dangerous platform because sure, you have interesting educational, but remember, view my content as entertaining. And by the way, I want you to view most books out there in the exact same way, because most books, what it is, it's 15 pages of gold and then 300 pages of fluff, because they can't sell you a 15-page book and people will pay $12 for that, even though it's really only 15 pages that are valuable. But listen, that's just the way the world goes. So as long as when you watch my YouTube videos or when you read a book, you look at that as entertainment, as downtime stuff. Really, the only thing that I would consider proper learning is when you know exactly what you need to do and you're educating yourself on how to do it. Let's say there's an aspect of your online business or your online career that you know you need to work on in order to get ahead. Well, then immersing yourself in that specific topic, that's education. Just watching a podcast or reading a book because you think that it might be useful to you, that is very dangerous, and you need to look at that as entertainment and not education. So getting back to YouTube, there is some amazing information here on YouTube, and in fact some educational content here on YouTube that will help you fix a specific problem in your life. You know, let's say for example, you're running a marathon. The best thing you can do, of course, is get a coach that's gonna work with you. Maybe even get a paid program that's gonna go, hey, here's the plan. In month 1, you do this, month 2, you do this, month 3, you do that. But if you don't have the funds to do it, well, then you can learn a lot on YouTube. But that is real intentional education. You're going on YouTube and you're going, hey, I want to learn this skill, or I want to complete this thing. How do I do it? Can I get as much information about this thing? That is intentional. Whereas when you go on the YouTube home feed, that's not intentional at all. All that the algorithm is doing is just trying to pull you in and try to grasp and try to take your attention. So that's why I've been saying for years and years that people need to download Chrome extensions or applications like Unhooked. What it does is it hides a lot of the things that are unimportant to you here on YouTube. So on the settings, I want you to turn on hide home feed. So that way when you go on YouTube, you won't see your home feed. I want you to turn off the side recommendations, so to hide the video sidebar. And I also want you to hide the comments. So the only thing that is left is your subscription box, because once again, you need to be very, very intentional with that, of the people that you subscribe to. And once again, your subscription box can be a place for light entertainment, but I don't want you going on the home page and now all of a sudden you're recommending a video that you think is going to help you, but once again, it is not intentional education. Now, I also want to make something very clear. I am literally shooting myself in the foot by telling you this. but I don't care. I want you to get ahead in life. And by the way, if that means that you watch less of my content, or what happens for a lot of people I've noticed is maybe my content is beneficial to you at a beginning stage in life, and then you get to more intermediate and my content is a little less applicable. And the funny thing I've seen is once you actually get to an exceptional stage of life, my content becomes relevant again because you start to look at what I'm saying and the viewpoint from a much different perspective of someone who's already made it. And now you can kind of start to understand why I say the things that I say. So really the reason that I want to make all of this clear to you is that you need to be extremely diligent with where you put your attention. So the first productivity hack is I want you to download Unhooked and get rid of any stupid recommendations, no stupid comments, no sidebar. Reclaim your attention and your focus. Now, real quick before we get into the next part of the video, I get so many people asking for specific Q&As about business, about how to start your online career. And I'm gonna be honest, here on YouTube, I don't really speak to people's specific situations. And on my personal Instagram, like for me, that's just like a joke.